If you're bearish about this Bitcoin price movement, I'm going to show you a chart that's going to probably change your mind about being bearish. Now, this chart that I'm showing you is going to compare the last two bull markets that we've had till now. You're going to want to stick around to the end. But before that, it's good to see finally in Dubai sunlight, because yesterday was pretty crazy. You should check out some of the videos I took. They kind of went viral, a couple million views each, at Sir Crypto Tips on Twitter. And yeah, it was pretty wild. One of them, the lightning was crazy. Anyways, we have 2 days before the halving. So if that doesn't make you bullish, I don't know what will. Doesn't mean that right in 2 more days, we're going to skyrocket to $100,000. That's not how these things work. It takes time for the market to digest this emission rate being halved. Okay, so the Telegram founder, if you guys use Telegram, this is what he said. I had a few $100 million in my bank account or in Bitcoin since 10 years ago. So I think he meant I have a couple $100 million in Bitcoin that I haven't touched. Really interesting. Somebody that you probably should be interested in because he's not an idiot. All right, moving on, we have the Federal Reserve again. Jerome Powell saying recent data shows a lack of further progress on inflation. So what does that mean? Simply means that eventually this year they are going to cut rates. But like I've been saying, I know a lot of you are concerned about the rate cuts and rate hikes. Listen, I've said this many times before, but we've went from $15,500 to over $30,000 while the Federal Reserve was raising rates. It doesn't matter. Why? Because they're printing so much currency, it would make your head spin. Let's go to Michael Saylor. So Michael Saylor says when Bitcoin is worth 10 to 20% of global assets, which it will, it won't matter whether you bought it for 63,000 or 68,000. And I don't agree with a couple things about Michael Saylor, especially his love for regulation. I hate regulation in this space. It's supposed to be permissionless. It's kind of like this. I don't regret buying Bitcoin at $800 or $1,150 back in 2013 than watching it drop back to $250. I simply don't regret that because why? We're over $60,000. I did pretty good on that buy, right? He's got a really good point. Like, you got to expand your time horizon instead of being so short-term minded. I look on Twitter and people are like, "Oh, this is Bitcoin price action is horrible." I'm like, guys, this is just simple chop. Whales are meant to go ahead and do this. They're liquidating as many people as possible before we head up again, and we're going to head up again because we were in a massive bull market, and I think Michael Saylor agrees with that. Now, lastly, I'm going to this chart that's really interesting from TechDev on Twitter. I would definitely recommend you following him. So I want you to check this chart out, pause it, take a picture of it, whatever, and I'm going to go over it in a second. Okay, so do you see that these two charts, one chart is from 2017, 2018, and the other chart is from the last bull market that we had, 2020, 2021. If you look really closely, you'll see that this pullback that we are having right now is very similar to what we have had in the past each and every time. So yes, this bull market is different. We've hit an all-time high before the halving, plus we went below the prior all-time high during the bear market, which has never really happened before. So now we're going on to trying to figure out what will be similar, and this could be similar. So the point of this is just relax, sit on spot. Don't trade leverage. And if you feel like you need more exposure to Bitcoin, just dollar cost average. That's what I would do if I didn't have enough Bitcoin. Anyways, that's all I have. Please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.